Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Monday, September 26th, and we've got a pretty chilly week out with lots of clouds and shower opportunities. So the headlines will be chilly with showers. The best chance is going to be Tuesday into Wednesday. I think Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night, we could even see some thunderstorms as a very cold pocket of air aloft will team up with a low pressure system that will be dropping into the state from the north, and that'll give us some pretty good instability. And again, for the most part this week, looks like temperatures will be in the 60s. However, it's not impossible on Wednesday. We may hold into the 50s, so it could be a very chilly day. If we look at the climate for the day, our normal high is 67, the normal low is 44. We still hit a high of 90 degrees back in 1908, so it certainly is possible to get some warm air. And we do got plenty of warm air coming in the extended outlook once we get past this week. If we look at the area conditions here on Sunday, you can see temperatures mainly in the low to mid 70s. And lows in the 40s overnight, so very chilly. Only location picking up any precipitation, Clarksville at 0.08, so not a lot of precipitation out there. If we look at conditions around the area this morning, temperatures are still pretty mild in the low to mid 60s, and you can see Novego's picked up almost 3,600ths of an inch. That was as of 5:30 this morning, and you can see a number of other locations with a few hundreds. Marlette with 1,200ths of an inch there. If we look at the conditions around the area as far as soil temperatures, mainly in the 60s and plenty of moisture at all the depths. Now Marlette is showing 200, which would be very dry, so we'll have to check see if that's correct or not, but certainly not impossible. If we look at the satellite this morning, you can see this is the water vapor image, and look at the very enhanced area across southeast Texas and off to our north, and then the very whitest clouds indicating some showers along that cold front. And if we look at those southeast Texas, you can see where the greatest enhancement was on the water vapor imagery. That is where plenty of showers are occurring this morning. As far as we put the satellite into motion, and you can see the cold front that will be coming through the area with the low up across the northern Great Lakes. That's a big upper low, and it's going to be settling down over the Great Lakes over the next 3, 4, maybe even 5 days. Right now, we'll expect plenty of cloud cover and showers, as we'll have a number of cold fronts that will continue to keep us on the chilly side through much of this week. If we look at the radar map this morning, you can see some of the showers that's moved through the Great Lakes. And notice this morning when it started, we had plenty of rainfall across the northern part of the state, probably a lot of 1/4 to 1/2 inch amounts there. And again, we're going to continue to see on and off showers through much of the day, and along with very windy conditions. And you can see the surface wind map, some of these elongated, the longer lines indicating windier conditions. So it'll be breezy today. I think we'll have winds around 25 to maybe 30 miles an hour or greater across the area this afternoon especially. If you look at the weather map this morning, you can see low pressure system well off to our north, and that's associated with a big upper low. That's going to drift to the north right down into the Great Lakes, and then very slowly lift out over the next 4 or 5 days. So again, we're going to have plenty of cool temperatures hanging around all this week with lots of cloud covers and off and on showers. You can see that cold front now pushing through the eastern part of the state. It'll take the initial moisture with it, will be dry slotted, but then look for more wraparound moisture to begin to move into the area later today. If we look at the weather map for tomorrow, you can see that low in the upper level low. Again, it'll drop across the Great Lakes, so that by Wednesday morning it'll be across northern Michigan. And again, keeping the inclement weather right on through the area for the rest of the week. And you can see the number of cold fronts that continue to come down out of Canada. And that again is going to help keep us on the cool side all this week, but we will warm up next week. As far as moisture, you can see plenty of precipitation across the eastern part of the state area country into the eastern lakes all the way to the east coast for us. Modest amounts, but it'll be pretty persistent. When it's not raining, we could have periods of drizzle and mist. So again, not a very great week coming up. If we look at the next map, you can see though we begin to really warm up as we get into late next weekend. Into the following week, we expect much of the eastern 2/3 of the country to be above normal, with ridging in the east and a trough really developing out west. And by the 8 to 14 day outlook, again, very similar. Warm air across the east, cool air across the west. So our summer will continue. There's no real cold air in sight anytime soon here for the Great Lakes. This week will be about it for a while, but certainly it'll warm back up once we get into the extended period. As far as precipitation, after we get through the rain this week, looks like dry conditions are going to establish themselves over the next 2 weeks. As you can see, the 8 to 14 day outlook also continues the dry conditions all the way from the Great Lakes to the Gulf. Thanks for stopping by and have a great day, a great work week, and 73s to all.